against Carolyn Dorin-Ballard. The winner advances to our finals on October 14th and a chance at the Women's U.S. Open Championship, something this young lady has won once before. First shot, final game.
Well, you would think the advantage would go to Carolyn Dorin-Ballard, having bowled a game on this pair, but boy, Kim Terrell came up big in the first frame.
Carolyn, first shot. She got to choose this pair lane because she was the higher seed after 32 games of qualifying bowled earlier this week. Right-hand lane.
Come back.
Good shot there by Carolyn Dorin. Now let's see what's in Carolyn Dorin's bag.
If you've ever seen me bowl, you know I like a nice, smooth, archy motion down the lane. And this week at the U.S. Open, I stuck to that game plan, and the Brunswick Fury and Blast Zone gave me a nice, early, smooth motion into the pins. When that started to get a little too early for me, I was able to go to my strike zone, which gets down the lane a little bit further for me with still the smooth arc on the back. And when that quit on me and it got a little bit more dry, I was able to move a little bit left, use my absolute and my vapor zone, which allowed me to get the ball to the right with a lot more continuation on the back. That's what I used this week, and thank goodness it was successful.
Boy, she's really throwing it well too, Marshall.
That's right. She could certainly have my job. She's good. Boy, she can bowl too, Bo. What a great opening 2 frames.
Well, you watch their arm swing and their release. Kim Terrell the same way. Kim is a little more of a power player than Carolyn, but once again, look at the determined look, and even a confident look in Kim's eye, and I'm sure you'll see that in Carolyn, so it's going to be a tough match.
The ball did not quite pick up the roll down the lane. You could see it laboring as it was going down, getting toward the break point. She leaves just the 7-pin. We'll see it graphically right here, Bo.
Well, she was happy with the shot, Marshall. Just head pin goes to sideboard. You know, if you can keep them light, especially in match play competition, not go through the nose and get big splits, you stay in almost every match, and it's a smart shot. Kim Terrell, let's see what's in her bowling bag.
I have 2 balls here, Ebonite NBS. I have one with a pin higher, gets a little bit further down the lane, gives me a little bit more return on the back end. And then my other NBS has a lower pin with a low hole, gets started a little bit sooner, smoother in the back end for me. So depending on what I see out there and how the lanes transition, I'll kind of juggle between the 2 and hopefully strike a lot.
Third frame.
All right, she strikes on lane 23, lane 24. Ball came a little bit light. She'll have to make the adjustment next time on that lane. Ballard now has a chance to really put some early heat on Terrell by striking in the 3rd and 4th frame. And Bo, we have a guest in the booth today, Deandra Asbeatty, and a great amateur player. And Deandra, welcome.
Thank you. Thanks for having me. It's an honor.
You had a pretty good tournament here too, Deandra.
Yeah, it was okay, and it's always awesome to bowl against the best bowlers in the world.
Well, don't cut yourself short.
3 times a lady, 20-pin lead after 3.
You know, Marshall and Deandra, I've known this young lady, Carolyn, for a long, long time, and just, she's going to give Kim Terrell all she can possibly handle. She is sharp.
And you know what? I had an honor to bowl with Carolyn for 3 days of this tournament, and I tell you what, even when she doesn't look like she has a look, she has a look.
Yeah.
It's amazing. She's an incredible spare shooter. She never misses a spare. She's it was an honor to bowl with her and always learn a lot.
Started with 3 in a row, up on the left-hand lane, 4th frame, perfect so far.
Push back a lot. Hit it, fall.
And she makes a good shot here, Bo. You can see the ball's coming back in the pocket. It'll hit the 5-pin into the 4. It rocks that 7, but doesn't quite knock it over. But she, you know, Deandra, she keeps herself in play almost all the time.
All the time.
Deandra, you have a good point, and I've seen it in bowling all the years, and I've seen it with the women. The biggest difference between the really good pro players and the amateurs that want to play at this level is really the spare making. You know, if you go down to the spare making, it's the difference.
Most definitely spur making and a lot of experience.
Kim makes a great adjustment on lane 24. And you can see in the bottom left-hand corner of your screen the position of the ball at the arrows and the speed of the ball, and that's the CAD system, that's computer-aided tracking system, and it really does give us and you more information as to just how accurate and how level they are in controlling not only their accuracy but their speed.
And those arrows approximately 15 feet out on the lane, the head pin 60 feet from the foul line. So it's 1/4 the way down the lane. Kim Terrell going for 3 in a row, 5th frame.
And for a 1-pin lead. Here comes help. Oh, you know, that messenger came right in front of the 10-pin. It looks closer than it actually was, but another good shot for Terrell.
And that was the ticket this week. If you could get those corners out, you were going to make it really far. Those 7 pins and those 10 pins.
I don't see her having any trouble with the 10-pin any longer. That was, I believe that was like an aberration watching her miss a spare.
I agree. Changes balls, nice slide right into it, perfect conversion. All right, as we go to break, the score with the match very close with a 10-pin difference with Ballard leading by 10. Let's take a look at U.S. Open women's history.